Here we go. I need to figure out this StreamYard thing. Here we go. One sec, guys. Let me close everything here. I think we're live. I think so. 2 weeks in a row. So that's something new. We thought we'll have our fourth town hall, I think, and we plan to do this more often. And I have a special guest here tonight, my colleague, friend, and I call him brother from time to time, Bogdan. He's one of the co-founder and head of design here at Brizy. I'm Dimi. I'm sure you know me, but I let Bogdan introduce himself. Bogdan, I'll drink. Let's call it coffee. Say a few words about yourself.
Hello, guys. I'm finally here in a webinar hosted by Dimi about Brizy. I've been many times. I've been in the backstage, helping Dimi with anything in the background, but never in front of the camera. So I'm finally here.
There are two firsts tonight. Bogdan is here. You saw him in the back, always there, helping me with the webinars. His first time here, and I'm first time trying to figure out all the levers and buttons here at StreamYard. So bear with us if we make some mistakes.
This time I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting, relaxed, having a talk with Dimi and with you guys. So co-founder here at Brizy, in charge of most stuff that comes out from the design department. And if you have anything that you don't like about our design and our, you need to address it to me. And and any feedback and requirements and everything, requests would be also sent to me, and we'll try to do our best. So basically that's about it.
Jeff says, "Hey Bogdan." So
hey Jeff. Hey Jeff. Hello everyone. First of all, hello everyone.
I'll put the comments here on the. Hey Bogdan, great work, all you guys. What can we say? Thank you.
Thank you for using Brizy.
Guys, we've thought we'll make this more relaxed tonight. We have some things prepared, but it was a long day, so we'll take it easier. So feel free to put all the questions here in the chat. We are streaming live right now on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, I think, but I didn't find the Twitter feed, so I'm not sure where we're streaming it on Twitter. Put the questions there. We'll try to answer them as we go. We've prepared a couple of short updates for Brizy WordPress and Brizy Cloud. I've spent a part of the day today talking with Sergi and figure some things out related to the roadmaps. I know that you guys, and I saw some comments that you are not happy with how often the roadmaps are updated, and I tend to agree, and we promise we'll do a better job in the future. I'm not sure. Should we start with a small update, Bogdan, on how we're doing with Brizy WordPress and Cloud?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no.
For sure.
Let me see if I can share my screen and show you actually the roadmaps. Share. Bear with me a second, guys. I'm learning the ropes here at. We're using StreamYard for the first time, so Share screen. Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is Cloud. One thing I wanted to share with you is that we've updated today the roadmaps, and I would like to make a promise to you, but I'm not sure of it 100%. We'll do our best to keep the roadmaps as updated as possible. At least I think once a couple of weeks, or when major changes happen. We've identified a problem with the Brizy WordPress roadmap and we've changed the roadmap entirely, and I'll talk about that as we go there. This is the Brizy roadmap. You can find it on Trello, or you can search it on Google if you want, or come on our website at brizy.io, and you can find it in the footer, and you can access it. I'm sure how this works. We have a couple of lanes here. These are some suggested features that you can vote on, and we've updated today the roadmaps. They reflect how Brizy Cloud is standing today, on the features that are done, on the features that come up next, and some on the features that are in progress. So we are actively working on those in progress. Let's go a bit on this in progress lane and tackle them one at a time. E-commerce integration via Egvid. This is a very important integration. It's a shopping integration that we'll have in Brizy Cloud. Bogdan, in a couple of months. I don't want to promise anything.
Our team has development team has started testing it, so it's 90% done. We need to iron out some kinks. So 1 to 2 months, hopefully.
Easy with the percentages, because
yeah, I know.
I'll get the beating over it.
Let's say it's a pre-alpha. Let's say.
Yeah, sure. Pre-alpha, alpha. We are there. So basically, this will be e-commerce for Brizy Cloud. We've put aside a bit on our solution, because we started working on our solution for e-commerce. So basically, coding everything from scratch, and realized that it would be far easier and faster to integrate a third-party solution first, and then see about that native integration from scratch. So we'll have Egvid soon, in a couple of months, this year for sure. This will be the solution for e-commerce in Brizy Cloud. We are actively working on breakpoints manager, and if you go on our Trello, you'll see that some of the issues here have screens attached. So basically, some UI to give you a sense of how that will look, and you can. I think I've talked about this in the past. But we are working on breakpoints manager. You'll be able to create different breakpoints, control the. It's very cool. I'm pretty excited about it. Saved blocks filters. This is something that is long awaited, and I'm sure Bogdan and I are waiting for this, because we are working on the website. Especially Bogdan is working on our brizy.io website, and we're saving blocks and use them from one page to another, and we have all sorts of blocks from different projects there. It's a sort of a mess, and this will help us a lot to filter the blocks based on projects and things like that. So it's a very cool feature that we are working on. Next, you'll see the 3 cluster cards here, with starting from this project functionality, duplicate pages and projects, and duplicate or clone project. Is basically these 3 are basically something from the same main feature, and this is that long-awaited functionality. Actually, if I remember correctly, someone on Facebook told me today, please swear that this will come this year. This will come this year. I will not swear, but we'll do all possible that this will come this year. If it's in progress, that means that we are working actively on it. New menu UI. As you know, in Brizy Cloud right now, the menu comes as a pop-up, and it's kind of okay experience. It does the job, but it's not like Bogdan designed it and intended it. This is how it will look. So you'll have 3 tabs here at the top when you access the CMS: assets, menus, and apps. Apps, we'll talk about them another time. But menus, it will be integrated like this directly in the CMS left sidebar.
With a search field. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. It's yes. Thanks, Bogdan. Feel free to. I tend to talk a lot. Maybe it's this coffee.
No.
The pages here, you'll be able to select all sorts of pages, assets, and get to your items that you want to put in the menu way faster than you do right now. Bear with us a bit. This new menu will come soon. Let's see next. Advanced contact form. This is something that we don't have design on yet, but it's something that will bring on a new contact form, a version 3, I think, because we've iterated on the contact form a lot in the past 2 years since we launched, 2-3 years since we launched Brizy Cloud. It will be a contact form that will let you build multi-step, which is very important. And improves fields. So we'll have all sorts of fields, like you'll be able to create condition fields. So for example, if you select something, a couple of other fields appear or things like that. So you'll be able to create very complex multi-quiz, multi-step contact forms with this new version 3 called contact form. Of course, we are extending the APIs for resellers. We are constantly working on this. Not sure you are familiar with this. We are develop Brizy as a white label website builder solution for agencies and resellers. I actually my webinar last week was exactly about this. And on the reselling part, you can visit our website, and you can access the reselling page. You can contact us, and we can tell you more if you are interested in this. The resellers basically resell Brizy and have access to these very powerful APIs that let you log in users automatically, create projects from your application. So it's something very cool, and we're working actively to extend this. Advanced search filters. This is a very important functionality for us. As you know, Brizy developed a lot in the past year, especially, I think. And if you were building a blog or a website, how do you say, a business website, maybe you don't need filters and search, right? But since we've added blog functionality and those nice advanced custom field assets, and you are starting to build more complex websites, this is starting to be something that it's needed very badly. So we'll have an element that will let you build advanced searches and filters, which is something very cool for all sorts of applications. That's it. That's it. I would say that's it, but it's something that we need to put some time on. So there are a lot of features here. Bogdan, do you want to add something here for the in progress cloud?
Basically, I would say that the roadmap now it's up to date, or we try to keep it more up to date than before, where we kind of, let's be honest, we kind of forgot about it from time to time, and it was mostly not up to date. So now we're focusing more on keeping things up to date. So you guys need to check it out from time to time and add your requests, add your everything you have. Yep. Also for designs, maybe anything that you'd like to see in Brizy, it helps us out. Everything that users are sending us as feedback is helpful. Even if it's negative, it's always helpful for us.
For sure, and we've read our share of negative feedback, so I'll leave it at that. we switched to Brizy WordPress public roadmap, and you can see here a stark, big modification. And actually, I've worked with Sergio today. One of the things that Bogdan we've identified today when I had that meeting with Sergio is that when we first created the WordPress roadmap, we've made it so. We've made it perfect, basically, right? We've made it so complex with all sorts of lanes, elements, white label, and there was so much management to do to keep it up to date, and that was one of the bigger problems that we've identified. We've realized that the Brizy Cloud roadmap was more kept up to date than the Brizy WordPress, and we've basically reproduce that. So we've simplified it. We've made only 4 lanes. We have the features, the next up, the in progress, and done. What you see in progress right now is we are actively working on it. The next up are features that we are on the list, and we will work on them at some point in the future. And of course, done. As you can see here, the scroll is very, very short. So there are a lot of things that we've done since we launched Brizy WordPress. I will not go through everything because most of the cards here repeat from Brizy Cloud, since most of the functionality is the same. Maybe what I would point out is the new gallery element, and Sergio made a point to tell me this today. I know that you guys requested a new gallery element for some time. This new gallery element will have multi-upload, so basically you'll be able to multi-upload the images in it. We'll have layout styles, so you will have different layout styles that you can control, and also you'll be able to bring dynamic images into this gallery element, which is very cool. I was very happy to learn about it, and maybe mention this, the WordPress 2.4. This is something that we are putting together right now, and if I'm not sure, maybe Bogdan, should we go a bit into detail about what it will come in 2.4? I've mentioned it a couple of times in the past webinars. This update will come next week. So basically, you need to back up your websites, test the plugin on a staging environment. This update is a huge update. We've worked on it for, I think, Bogdan, correct me if I'm wrong, 8 months or something.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So we've worked on it 8 months, maybe more. It's huge. It comes with all sorts of fixes, improvements, new functionality like the effects module and animations. It's huge. You can go on our website, on our blog, and check it out and see exactly what it will come.
Some of these features have already been introduced to Brizy Cloud like a couple of weeks back. So you guys know them, but there are some for WordPress exclusively. So yeah, it's going to be a huge one. It's going to be an interesting one. And usually with big ones, you need to be a bit careful with the first install update.
For sure, updates. You can't go roll back from this update from 2.4. So because we are doing some migrations on the databases, you can't go back from it. Backups are the way to go. We've actually posted on our Facebook. We've emailed everyone about this imminent update next week. So hopefully everyone will be prepared. We did our best to test everything and to make it as bulletproof as possible. Thanks for mentioning, Bogdan. This update for the majority of functionality in the builder specifically was already in Brizy Cloud for some time now, a couple of weeks, I think, or maybe a month. And the idea there was to put it in Brizy Cloud because we have a more granular control, and the variables are not so many, and we can control what happens there, and maybe monitor and iron out everything that needs to be ironed out, and then after a time release the WordPress version so we make it stronger.
Yeah, just to address that is not a preference over cloud or something like that. It's just that we have more control over the cloud environment, and there are no other plugins with you guys that you tend to use, and it's safer for us to just push a big update on the cloud first to test it out and see if our own code is right and it's not a problem, and then we push it to WordPress where there are more variables. So yeah, it's not a preference, it's just how we tend to do it.
Yeah,
I see a lot of questions in there, but we'll tackle them later, right? So, or
yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you should take a couple of.
Yeah, Jay was asking something about the gallery element, about the. I'm not sure.
Let me find
the rearrange images. That will be, yes, in the gallery. It will be easy to rearrange them.
Yeah, we'll have.
There'll be some icons with arrows, and you'll be able to push
Jay,
them
over. I found him.
yeah, exactly. That's the question. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, our friend and supporter, Jay, thanks, man, for being everywhere we are. You are there with us and supporting us. So thanks for that. What about rearranging images? He's referring about the gallery, right, Bogdan?
The gallery element, yes. When you presented it, he asked the question.
We are we are introducing rearranging for the images, but not only that, the rearranging is also introduced for buttons, icons, sliders, contact form fields, tabs, accordions. I'm not sure if I missed something, but everything that it's in the builder and needs those that rearranging.
The contact form, I'm not sure if you said it, but you can rearrange
the fields in the contact form.
The fields in the form, which was a really requested
exactly.
Yeah. So, but also in the gallery, you'll be able to switch them around.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, multi-upload. Yeah, baby. yeah.
And also on the roadmap question, just search on Google, search for Brizy roadmap, and there will be 2 links that are available in the first items, the one for cloud and the one for WordPress, which are separate. Yeah.
You know, I would like, I don't know what I feel the need to give some context, because I'm feeling that if you come to see this live stream now, so let's say you're new, right, and you see like multi-upload for a gallery, of course it should have been there, right? But I need to I feel the need to give some context. We've been working in a relatively small team in terms of developers. We actually moved mountains in the past 2 years to build Brizy Cloud, and there are thousands and thousands of things that we've tackled and fixed and improved and added. So some things tend to be not that important, especially when you're building a product and you're behind, right? When you're behind and you need to get to recuperate some time, some features. So features like this that seem very small tend to be left behind a bit. But we'll get there and we'll add everything. Let me go back and see about a couple of other questions. Hello from Italia, Denise. Hey. Cheers from France. We have Jeff from San Francisco.
Also, there was a question about WebP on Brizy Cloud, and I think we covered that. I think we already have a WebP file on Brizy Cloud and also on Brizy WordPress on the preview part, I think. I'm not 100% certain, but I do believe I've seen that one.
We'll get to that for sure. Bogdan, something for you. The design is what makes Brizy bigger than competitors. Actually, I think we besides the stars around this comment, and thank you Greg for that. I really think that it was one of our edge advantages, and it still is, and I think it will continue to be. Ever since we basically met in 2019 and we've launched the TeamFuse, and Bogdan is mainly responsible for that. I tend to take the stage, but Bogdan is the one. This is how well I'll need to point. The one responsible for the design part, and this is something very important because I think in a sea of and Bogdan, please tell me your take on this. In a sea of getting these templates, and especially with all these marketplaces, Team Forest, Mojo Teams, all the themes out there, they all bring out designs. It's very hard to be special, to bring something a bit special to the table, something that is not that does not smell as a template, right?
Our goal was always to create something that would not be looked upon as, oh, this is a template, but also not make it too custom. There's a fine line between a template and a custom website. So we really wanted to go in between those lines, not make it too template-ish and not make it too custom, so that user will not be able to modify it and work with it. And it needs to be a fine line between those. And we've always wanted to bring that to our users, and I think for the most part we've done it. We've had our design templates in this type of business and food and stuff like that, but we're going now in, and this is why Dimi brought me into this webinar to talk about designs mostly. And we do have some really interesting updates in the future, when shopping will come and more complex themes will come, because we do have right now in WordPress, we have the auto install, the automatic installment of templates with everything. This was very important feature, and you can bring everything from the theme, from the website, all pages and stuff like that. And we'll try to bring it as soon as possible in cloud also. So we will have a one-click auto install for everything, and this will allow us to bring to the table a lot more complex websites that need stuff like maybe booking forms and real estate. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but this is the plan for this year, to bring out auto install and more complex designs and templates and stuff like that, both in WordPress and in Brizy. So you won't need third parties, too many extra plugins or stuff like that. That's way too complex. So this is what we are planning for design, and it will come hopefully as soon as possible.
This is very interesting, because it will the auto install functionality that we've actually introduced, as Bogdan said, in Brizy WordPress, and we are working to put that in Brizy Cloud. It's a bit more complex to create, but we'll get there this year. That helps us all, in the sense that it helps us create more complex designs, and it helps you install those. And this is basically the reason why we've Bogdan, right? Why we didn't actually create those complex designs with blogging, with WooCommerce templates, with everything, because you guys didn't have the means to auto install everything. And to get that template, only to start building everything from scratch, the dynamic part, it would have been madness, right? So
yes, but this will come, and one click will do it everything, like menus and stuff and everything. It will be very easy to use and a nice addition to our designs. We'll be able to go full complexity with this ones, because auto install would be done. And Jean-Pierre Michel is asking about more designs, and I think Dimi has a few ones that we'll introduce very soon, and we can show it to you. Still, this will be fairly simple designs, not the complex ones. I don't want to say these are the complex ones. These are still the ones that we are used to do, but these are nice ones from industries that we are very good at.
Sky, I am going to create a blog in Brizy Cloud. I need to add the search bar functionality. When will this feature be available? You've arrived perfectly, Sky, because we are working on it, as you saw on my shared screen on the Brizy Cloud the Trello public roadmap. That this functionality, the search and the filters, because it's something that it comes together. It's in progress lane, and that means that we're actively working on that. So when this feature will be actually available, I unfortunately can't tell you exactly, but for sure we'll have it soon enough. For sure this year, I think. Let's see another one. Call. When we will be able to host all fonts locally for Gdpr without Lato accessing Google Fonts? Call. This is coming next week in the 2.4 update. In the 2.4 update, you will be able to basically change the default font
and remove Lato,
and remove Lato and change it with something that you've uploaded.
But this is only for WordPress. The cloud version is live already, right?
That's correct, Bogdan. Yes.
We already have this functionality in the cloud version, so you can add your own font, delete everything that we added as default, and you'll have only your font on your install, and that's about it.
Shade Chefson asks, I have a question about minification for exporting a project's HTML files. I truly don't know the answer to this, but minification. I don't know the answer because I don't necessarily understand the question. Minification of exporting a project's HTML files.
He's talking about the HTML code to minify.
Most likely, but I'm not sure how we can minify that necessarily. I know that you can minify JavaScript, you can minify CSS, but
my recommendation would be to ask us on email exactly what the need is, and we'll reply. We'll talk to our guys and support and dev team, and we are design guys. We're not exactly experts on this, and so
use this email
exactly
hello@brizy.io and send us an email. We'll reply to that and understand better what's with this minification thing.
Let's go over the new designs and take some questions.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Let me share the screen again. Share screen. Share screen. Actually, StreamYard works better than what we are using for webinars. Maybe we'll switch to that to this going forward.
I know, guys. You should comment in the chat if the quality of the stream is better than what we're using for the regular webinars, because sometimes I see that the webinar gem is not fully HQ high quality. So maybe
these are some of the designs that will come in the next update. Bogdan, when are these coming?
First, we'll push the 2.4 update in Brizy WordPress, so next week hopefully, and these designs a week later, so in 2 weeks time.
3 weeks.
Hopefully.
Yeah, okay.
And this will be around 15 design new layout packs. What layout packs? What we call for multiple page themes or sets. Yeah.
Interesting. Like some of this I think I see for the first time, but I'm not sure. Some of them seem familiar. I kind of like this
Yeah, we've tried to do something special with the menu on the left side. So yeah, it's a bit different. Let's call it different. Yeah.
Interesting. This is something about bio.
Gardening, food, landscape.
Yeah, something around this. Yeah, the colors, the fonts tell us give me the.
Well, yeah, but we're trying to tackle more niche websites. But if you guys have any requests about a certain industry or niche or everything you want, just put in the comments, and we'll look at it.
We are shopping for ideas, so send us some niche ideas.
And don't point out like shop and e-commerce, because we know about those. We know about real estate and everything, hotels, but it's like smaller niches like this one, like a surf school for kids that want to learn how to surf, maybe, or anything you feel that it's going to be a great match with Brizy templates.
And of course,
medical websites. Yeah, the guys are okay. Photography websites is a great one because we're starting to get the gallery better, the gallery element in a much better place. So we'll push on football. Exactly, we have one for football.
Yeah, I'll get to that. I think
we'll get to that in a couple of minutes for the football one.
Yeah, we have this request for some time. For this is for a zoo, and all these you saw here. I only showcase and scroll on the home page, but as you can see here at the top, all these pages are basically multi-page websites. They are not only a landing page, right?
So, we don't have time to go through all of them, but we'll make certain that
this is a wedding website. So basically, if you are Bogdan and I were already hitched, let's say. So we will not use this too soon, but hopefully you'll find a good use for.
But these are really useful because this is the new invitation for a website. You just send a link, right? So so nice. People tend to use them. I actually got one a few weeks back, so I'm invited to a wedding
via website.
Yeah, via WhatsApp and website.
Yeah, nice. And I can see here you can put I don't know, maybe make a page with in the States they here in Europe, in Romania at least, we don't practice this, but in the States I know that they practice something with the gifts. Bogdan, help me with the term.
It's a gift list. I'm not sure
exactly, a gift list that you can create on Amazon, for example, and
on Target, on Amazon, on everything. Yeah.
I forgot what the name was for that.
I'm married for 10 years, so I don't remember.
Yeah, nice. This is something architectural, business, minimal. I don't know. Maybe something related to design and something.
But also, these are just a few examples. We have a lot of them in our toolbox and in our backpack. So we'll release them once per month, let's say. So we have a lot of them.
These are all. Besides these, we have a lot more. They're all implemented, Bogdan, right? They are all already done.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
Yeah, but the idea here, guys, I think, is that we want to. I think we have 50 or 40 or 50 or something.
We need to space them out a bit.
Exactly. We actually, as a strategy, we try to space them out a bit and maybe release Bogdan, help me with this, 10, 15 at once or something like that.
We're aiming for 15 in the next update. Okay. And it will be once per month, or maybe once per every 3 weeks or so. Yeah. And I've seen questions that are the headers included? Are the everything is included? As you see them, you'll be able to install them. Even these icons or illustrations that are like these 3D ones will come included. So if you have something like a finance website that needs to be done or anything that resembles this, it will be exactly like so. We're not doing stuff like other themes, WordPress themes are doing, like you see something on their preview website and in the actual install you don't get them. This is exactly how you'll get them, and everything is included with our templates.
Yeah, we are using, we are scouring basically the internet to try to find free common commons.
Yes, exactly.
License.
Licensed for free common license.
Yeah, because, I remember Bogdan from the days of TeamFuse on Team Forest, when you get that demo, right? When you want to buy the theme and you get that demo from the author of the WordPress theme,
it never comes up like that.
Exactly.
That was horrible for me.
Yeah, exactly, because you saw the demo they presented, right, and you say, "Mom, this is fantastic," and when you install,
and you would be able to install something, but you only see like gray images and gray icons, and nothing resembles the nice page that you were looking at.
Exactly.
And
if you are a designer, maybe you can make it happen, right? But the regular
and I when I've done that the first time and the next couple of times, I've swore to myself that this would not happen to our users. We need to push to create designs that look good and use assets that are common, Creative Commons, that are free to use for everyone, and they can use it themselves. Not just present something beautiful and do something that doesn't make any sense then, and it creates a lot of work for the end client. So actually there was a question about the metaverse. The metaverse actually ties into the crypto, maybe stuff like that. We have like 5 or so templates for metaverse and crypto. So that's a great question from Internet Pages Newspaper Inc. Yeah, this is a crypto one. This is a
exactly
crypto
Octane,
called Octane for DeFi, for stuff like that. These are very popular, very requested. Hopefully this will still be requested in the near future, even though the crypto universe is kind of falling apart these days. But
I'm not familiar with. I'm not familiar.
I'm more into because I find the crypto universe very nice. In like the design part, the websites are very nice, and they do have a certain style. So this is one of them. We do have a few others, so we can go to the next one.
Bro, I can tell you this right now. I'm always, and I'm not sure what I pushed the button on this so much, but I'm freaking super excited about our elements here in Brizy, because every time I'm impressed what our timeline element, for example, can do. This is, I'm not sure you guys know, we have some, for sure some of you know, but we have some elements in Brizy that act like containers. So basically you can put anything you want in them, text, images, all sorts of, and every time Bogdan is creating something, or our team is creating something, yes, exactly with these elements, like this timeline element, for example, I'm blown out basically, and look at it and see how did you do this, and they tell me it's our timeline element, it's basic, right? So it's very, very exciting to see that you can do all sorts of creative timelines like this, and we have multiple elements like this, tabs, accordions, gallery, and things like that.
Yeah, and just to make it clear, these are not done with like images or shady stuff that doesn't work. It's all within our elements and our stuff, like
yeah, everything. You want to say that everything here is basically icons from our
yeah. Some themes usually do stuff that's harder to do with images, that maybe the whole timeline is an image, like scroll a bit down. Scroll a bit down. Some of these guys use an image for a timeline, but no, we don't do it yet.
This is another one, crypto gold.
Somebody wants to buy the Octane coin right now. Yeah, No, not right now. It's not available right now.
No, it doesn't exist basically. Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't exist. No. We'll do an ICO, or how is it called, an initial coin offering for for you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, this is another one from the crypto world.
Let
is
me guess.
also
This is a tab element from
This is a
Brizy.
tab element with
Yeah.
with the with sliders and everything that you want
Oh
to
my
use.
God! You know what? I for just one
with progress.
second there.
Those are progress bars, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just for 1 second, I thought, a nice tab
No,
element with images. But when I
no,
selected,
no. It's progress bars. Yeah.
yeah, when I selected the text, I realized that this is actually basically built in Brizy, right? With progress bars, with everything.
Everything is built in Brizy, and nothing is custom coded. Nothing is CSS based.
I think I like this Brizy thing. We should keep it.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of maybe a bit different designs, but I think these are original ones, and yeah.
You know, I think I'm a sucker for these dark ones for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, this might go for the metaverse.
Yeah, exactly.
Question. This is very close to something that would seem like a metaverse website. So yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like you don't see very often designs on this striking black background, right?
Yeah.
I really dig it actually.
Yeah, we've tried to do something a bit different, a bit more out there, not look as the usual template. So I guess we'll find a niche for this one. So yeah.
Insure ace,
Yeah.
Something around financial numbers, around
Also cryptos, also
cryptos.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Interesting. Let's go to we go to the restaurant and pizza and things like that. Look,
these are more mainstream a bit, but also really requested for some time. So yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, Bogdan, even with these niches, there are if you bring everything together in a couple of niches, you run out of niches very fast, right? If you say restaurant, for example, how many websites you'll do on restaurant? But if you start going deeper a bit and start thinking about I don't know, the flavors, the foods, the types of restaurants.
As we'll show now, in the food industry, there are like pizza places and more upscale places, restaurants, and maybe like a food truck, maybe burger joint, sushi place, ice cream bakery, everything. We'll try to tackle these ones. So yeah, we'll try to do it as
I
best
see that
as we can.
The next one is also a restaurant, but it gets this feel of more premium,
more upscale, more premium feel, more fine cuisine and stuff like that. Because
I bet
these are really requested. Yeah,
you'll have a hard time to find a reservation here.
Yeah, and with the auto install, you'll be able to push all these pages, all the menus, and even the booking functionality. So this will come soon. We're pushing for, and this is a sushi place. It's also we try to do it with the fonts, with everything. These are I feel that we've done a great job with this one, with colors and fonts and the feel and everything. I don't want to pat my own back, but this really feels like a sushi bar.
Yeah, I kind of like the J's, the eyes.
J's and the eyes.
Yeah, they feel like they have that.
Who's eagle-eyed? Will look into those dots and see.
Guys, design is a very, very subtle thing, right? And when you think about it, when you think about how many designs are out there in terms of websites, and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, right? And it's mind-boggling for me at least, that we can do something that kind of looks standard in terms of structures, but it has that nice feeling. It has the right colors, it has the right typography, everything comes together very very smoothly.
Yes, and an interesting question from Max Ziebel is if we're scaling the team, and I can only talk about the design team, and we plan to scale the team, the design team, and create all sorts of new designs, and basically the design is very personal to each designer. So we focus on getting a lot of different styles, and then we try to do it from now on to do more styles and more design, not only my own or Dimi's or the team that was from the get-go. We try to either get people on board in house, or even outsource some designs and do it. So Max, this will be scaled up, as well as the dev team, but the design team will be scaled up. This is what I can tell from now.
This is the Football Club United. It's called Football Club United. Our layout around football, or maybe if you're from the States, you'll call it soccer, but I'll call it the right name, football. Yeah.
For Europeans, for Europeans,
exactly. I'll call it how it should be called, actually. So you have all sorts of things around football, team players, I don't know, all sorts of news, the regular football, small shop here at the end. Let me stop sharing my screen. We have take some time with this showcase. Let me go back a bit with the questions. WebP on Brizy Cloud. Yes, WebP is already on Brizy Cloud. You can go test it right now. All the images, if you want to save them, it will be saved in a WebP format. We are using that. Search will be good for guide websites, Jonathan says. It will be good for guides. It will be good for all sorts of websites. I can think of directories. Bogdan, help me. Complex blogs, magazines that have all sorts of complex categories, multiple categories with multiple posts in each category. So there are all sorts of websites that will benefit from a complex feature filter functionality and search. Could we expect to see integration with the jet engine? Richard, these integrations are a bit hard to tackle because we have a list of, I think, 30 or 40 integrations that everyone wants. And some of them, believe me when I say I didn't even heard of them. So they are so obscure, which is perfectly fine. It's I don't want to put any shade on that, but the integrations are not that hard to do. It takes a couple of days to do one, but it takes a lot to maintain. So if we have a lot of integration, it's a lot of maintenance. What we would do, and it is more advisable, is create webhooks for the contact form. And webhooks will let you integrate anything you want. So that will be easier. And that will be, I think, this year. Let's see. Dimi, what about rearranging images with hand on this? Ernesto, did I miss too much about new features? You didn't miss too much. You'll go on our roadmaps on Brizy Cloud and Brizy WordPress. Search it on Google or come to our website, and you'll see what we are working on right now. And if you follow our blog and subscribe to our newsletter, you'll be in touch with everything we release. Greetings from California, from John. Please, what is the roadmap link? Maybe Bogdan, you can do some. You can put the links here in the chat.
But mostly just search for the Brizy roadmap.
If you open Google and search Brizy roadmap,
is the first two ones are there.
The first results, exactly.
For Cloud and WordPress.
Lazar says, hope you can consider to add sticky effect feature. Sticky effect feature. Let me try to unwrap this this question up. Sticky effect, if it refers to the whole, to the header, for example,
we have that. Yeah,
exactly. We have the header sticky, so you can basically add a header block, make it sticky, and then put anything you want there. Actually,
maybe for the columns, he's talking about column stickiness.
If you're talking
that's
about
an interesting one, yeah.
Exactly, that's a very interesting one. We have that on our list to do for, hopefully, for this year. That is something that I really want in, because it will let you do all sorts of interesting things when you scroll. Keep some comments that come with the view, and there are some very creative possibilities there for sure. We have block sticky in the header, and for the columns and probably rows, that will come, I think, this year. Table of content element. Yes, this is something we have on our list as well. Actually, how I build, when Bogdan knows about this, how we build our blog, because sometimes I mostly write some of the new things that we launch in Brizy myself, and I actually put the links there in text and link them with the blocks on the page. But the table of content will help us a lot as well, Bogdan. Will save me some time. I can tell you that we have this on the list for sure. It will come, but there are so many things on the list. I'm not sure this is top priority. Brizy Turkey. Hello from Turkey.
Nice username, yeah. Love it.
Yeah. Hello from Bucharest, and Jay, Dimi and Bogdan, will multiple teams able to work on the same site? Very important. It is very important. We've been discussing about this, and I remember that we've discussed about this a couple of times in our webinars. This is something we are looking into because of the global blocks, the global stylings, the colors, the fonts, everything. We have some issues there on how the infrastructure is and how the builder works right now. But of course, we are looking into it, and we plan to make this improvement available as soon as possible.
And just to add a bit on that, and not only that, but also on these features that you guys are requesting, but maybe it seems like we don't look into them. We are looking into them, but we get into these technical issues and development problems that might be too complex. And
keep the guys entertained for just 1 minute.
For sure. The problem with this one in particular, with the working multiple persons on the same websites, is that we have these global blocks, and they tend to go across the website. And if somebody works on a certain page and another person works on a different page, and they save multiple instances, it's pretty complex to juggle around, and we need to do some versioning and stuff like that, and overwriting is a pain in the butt. So this needs to be tackled with a lot of patience and a lot of testing, and we'll get to that. We promise we'll get to that, but it's not a simple question. It's not that, oh, this is a 5-minute work for some dev and we're not looking into it. We're looking into it. We've tested a lot of times, but these global blocks overwrite each other, and it's a problem. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try to do it in the next
David,
next phase. Yeah.
Duplicate feature, David,
for projects, I think, or for pages.
Yeah, I think for projects you can duplicate pages, blocks. Of course, you know that you can save them, reuse them in different projects. Duplicate feature is coming this year, and it will be Awesome. I'm very excited about it. You'll be able to share projects with clients. It will be excellent.
And also it will use an import to export stuff like that. Will tie into something like a clone project, export import to different venues. So it's all tied together with the duplication. Because I've seen a question earlier from import export, something like that. It's coming. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be very nice.
Jonathan, very interesting question from Jonathan. It would be nice if we could search and sort Brizy Cloud asset database in the backend. It can get messy with 100 of items. I think Bogdan, what he refers to is the assets that you create, custom assets that you create. It's very interesting because now I'm thinking, what project do you have that you have 100 custom asset items, Jonathan? Maybe send us an email and let us know what you're building. It's very interesting to look into these cases that have extreme use cases like this, because when you create and when you design, you don't necessarily think, what if someone brings 1,000 assets here in the sidebar. 100 seems a lot. I'm sure you're building a big and very cool project. Let us know. I'm actually interested in see what exactly you are building. Of course, Jay, duplicate. It's clear that we need that duplication and clone feature in Brizy Cloud ASAP.
But that's really interesting because WordPress doesn't have a duplicate. They do have some plugins, but not as default. So that's interesting.
Look, you know what? I think it's a matter of being able to do your thing, right?
Yeah.
Right now,
I fully agree. We need a duplicate. I'm not saying that, but if WordPress went along with not having one as default for so long, but you can install it. So you can install like a million plugins for that. So it gets the job done.
I'm thinking if we would have the apps functionality, for example, and APIs to let developers build all sorts of things.
Yeah. So people can build it themselves. Yeah,
exactly. It will be something
point,
similar.
We need to build it ourselves. Agreed.
For sure. It's already, guys. If you go on our roadmap on Brizy Cloud, you'll see that it's in progress lane. What this means is that we're actively working on it. So, yeah. Also, Jonathan, also the ability to export and import assets data. Very interesting. We didn't. I think we don't have that yet, but you can import and export pages and blocks, and this is something we've added.
Leads also. Yeah.
And leads, exactly. And this is something for the blocks and layouts that you save. We've added recently. So you basically go in that block browser, and on the saved tab, you can save to your computer the layouts and the blocks and import it back in cloud or in WordPress. It's very nice. Okay, this is let me gather my strength here. Sometimes Valhalla.net. Sometimes the corner to click to get to a container options can be off screen in some designs. Impossible to click. Pressing escape is not a solution if it's the parent to the off screen. I was thinking that I have the escape solution for a Valhalla.net, but unfortunately, so pressing escape is not a solution if it's the parent to be off screen. I understand. So if the parent is
probably when the block is full width, so it tends to get out a bit of the screen. The corner icon is a bit cut off.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it should never be off screen completely. It might be like a bit cut off, but I'm not sure. Maybe you can send us an email or a video of your experience so we can understand it better.
Yeah.
With a default design, so we can actually change it and improve it, not with something custom made, because the custom made designs that you do it's hard for us to improve. But if this is in a default template, please send it to us and we will take a look at
It's
it.
very interesting if you think about the UI and the user experience, UI in general, if I'm thinking right now, because there are some, it's very interesting because our interface is so easy to use, and you have these fringe cases that are sometimes very, very hard to tackle. But we've tried all sorts of interesting things, like the escape shortcut. Like for example, when you're in mobile, we have the block icon usually covers, right? In mobile, the block icon, the circle, covers some, I don't know, the menu element or something, right? And we've tried to invent all sorts of interesting ideas there to not show it when you click a certain element or things like that. And there will always be cases, UI cases on the extremes that will be interesting and challenging to tackle, but we'll do our best. Send us an email and we'll try to look into it. What about Gutenberg blocks in Brizy? What about them? What about them? Gutenberg blocks in Brizy. Maybe it will be more interesting. Brizy blocks in Gutenberg. I'm thinking, right? Not the other way around. Gutenberg. My feeling about Gutenberg. My honest. I have a fly here that will that tends to get in my way. My personal feeling about Gutenberg is that it's a step in the right direction, but they have some work ahead of them to make it really easy for everyone to use. I'm thinking maybe an integration with Brizy will be something that that will bring Brizy to Gutenberg to make it easier.
And maybe the question is about importing some pre-made Gutenberg blocks into Brizy, stuff like that. Maybe I'm not sure. We don't have any plans with Gutenberg right now.
There's nothing on the list right now to get blocks from Gutenberg to Brizy. Maybe we'll put something on the list, but I'm sure it will not be a priority. Let's see. More questions.
In the meantime, I can talk about a new feature, a new kit, a new blocks kit for Brizy that we're planning, and we're just starting. We're just starting to go into.
I didn't want to mention anything because I didn't knew if you want to share something, but please do.
It's very early, but we plan to do a new kit. We have two kits for people that don't know Brizy very well. The blocks kit have like 500 different sections that blocks, and we are pretty proud of them. But we're trying to do something a bit different now and introduce a new kit that will help you guys create wireframes and mockups more easily for the first part of designing a website or presenting to a client. There are many third-party apps that do mockups and wireframing and very simple structures for planning a website and showing to clients. And we've been thinking about it and said, what if we create a blocks kit that looks like a wireframe or a mockup design part, and just throw a couple of blocks in any page in Brizy Cloud or Brizy WordPress, and publish it and show it to your customer, to your client, or even to yourself to just decide if this is a good place to start, and if this structure for a web page or for a landing page is the right way to go, and not spend like 100 minutes on it. And this would be an interesting play on the blocks kit. So we're really into this type of stuff. And yeah,
that is very, very interesting. And I would point out here, I would point out the thing that you would not need, right? Just from the bat, I can see some major advantages. You would not need to go to other third party, build everything. I don't know, build it in Figma or in I don't know what mockup.
there are many like Marvel
Right?
app and
Because if you go
Miro
there,
and stuff that costs a lot of money.
this is one. It costs it costs money, a little. It doesn't matter. It costs money, extra money that maybe you don't want to spend. You don't have maybe, or you don't want to spend. Secondly, if you build it there, you need to rebuild it in Brizy, right?
More time, more money, more
exactly.
more everything.
Doing mock-upping directly in Brizy, then it's just a matter of replacing images, change fonts, play a bit with the global colors.
Play with the global colors and fonts, and it's in the same spot. It's in the same. You can use a Brizy Cloud subdomain, so it's perfect this way, I feel. And people say that, why do you need mockups? You do need mockups. You do need wireframing. You do need, because it's very easy to do. You just don't need to worry about images and colors and stuff like that. It just gray on gray and black and some really nice structure that says everything about how this page will follow into. So this is easily done in Brizy with just a new blocked kit. So we're planning to do that. So
I love it because it creates. I love it because it creates. Besides all the advantages for you guys and for us, it will help us mock up all sorts of projects. It creates a new type of project for Brizy. Basically, a new only by creating
a new vertical. It's a niche vertical, but it's a new vertical, and of course it's going to be included with any pro plan, any WordPress or Brizy Cloud plan, paid plan. So it's not going to be extra cost, extra anything. It's going to be included. It's going to be nice. It's going to be a fast way to build some mockups and some wireframes for clients to take a quick look on a page or a landing page.
Valhalla.net, it is possible to save an element from these designs and embed it into our own designs. Yes. The short answer, yes. Such as the reservation from without starting from scratch. Yes, it is.
If we're talking about an element, it should be inside a block. You can only save blocks and import the blocks and then just get the element that you wanted, or the column or the row, if you don't need the entire block. But it's on a block level, saving a block.
Max says, when will the layout shifts be fixed? Look, guys, we are not we said we'll have a good time, but it doesn't matter what comment you put there, we'll just show it on the screen. When will the layout shifts will be fixed?
I know what he's talking about.
Without using when using absolute positioned elements, of course, when you're dragging the new element on the page with absolute elements. Bogdan, can you talk a bit around this?
Yes, there's a drag and drop mini problem, let's call it. It shifts the height of the page when you try to drag and drop something when using absolute positioned elements. Only when you use absolute position. So it scrolls a bit in the page and you're not really certain where you can drag it on. And this is indeed a problem when you're designing it, and we're taking a look at it. But I don't know where this is gonna be resolved. I'm sorry, Max.
But we have, but you know for sure that we have this edit right on our board okay.
Yes, so, but this usually tend to be more complicated stuff because it delves deep into how drag and drop works, and not only into absolute position elements. And this is a waterfall. We might break some stuff in the drag and drop, and it's hard to
pinpoint and solve. But this is a problem only in the editor, right? Not
yes, only when you're dragging and dropping elements from the sidebar or from the page into another place. So it jumps a bit. It just adds an extra height to the page because of the absolute elements. We're working on it, Max. It's gonna be fixed. How soon? I'm sorry, I cannot tell it right now.
Jeff, what streaming software are you using for this town hall? Jeff, we are using. It's called. Let me. It's the first time.
It's called StreamYard. Yeah.
StreamYard. Let me read
and
from
I feel this is better than what we've used. You guys should tell us.
I think we'll switch to live streaming then rather than webinars. StreamYard is called. So search for StreamYard. Yeah. We are using it for the first time. It's very easy to use.
And JC Fernandez asks if I can show the wireframing blocks. We'll show it in the next one. It's very early doors, so my personal take on is not to show stuff that's not ready. Never in design you shouldn't show something that's not finished.
I'll spill out some inside info. I've talked with Bogdan earlier and tried to squeeze something from this new kit, but indeed it's too early. So let's just advance a bit more, because if we were to show you something now and the new kit will come, I don't know, in a couple of months, and who knows. Bogdan, it's your call here, 100%. We'll do it in one of our next.
Unfortunately, I'd like to show it, but if anyone has used design tools that let you draw anything on a page, this is a mess when you're not presenting it. And for the moment, my artwork, it's still something very, very messy, and it needs to be cleaned up. So I don't want to show something like that. It's still in the early phases. It's not. I'm sorry, guys, but look, it's blocks for wireframing and mockups and stuff like simple with some text and some placeholder images and everything. The good stuff, but it's for mockups.
Like in movies, the talent dictates the. So
because usually when you show something that you don't really want to show it, and it feels unfinished, people will say, it's not that great, and you get to a point where you say, is it great? It's not finished, and you get to doubt yourself, and it's not good. It needs to be at least 90% finished.
Yeah. Let's see. Max, how big is the dev team? We are in total, Bogdan, help me, 40 something, 50?
45 without external outsourcing.
Yeah, without outsourcing and without
we do tend to work with a small team of maybe marketers and people that write content sometimes, and some designers who do a website template for us. But the core team is 45 people. We're planning to scale this
yes year. We are planning to scale this. We can't share more right now, but we will in the next months. We are working on something very, very interesting
that will help us to scale the team fast.
That will help us to scale the team, the marketing, the everything. Will put us on the big map, I'd say. The team is, I think it's on the smaller size compared with the big players in the industry that have, I don't know, 800, 900, who knows how many employees. And I always tend to say this, and we've with a small team built something that is very, very cool and very, very exciting. I'm late. Nice. I love this, Michael. I'm late.
Yeah.
What did I miss? Only
The
the
1 hour and 30 minutes of,
yeah,
of
exactly.
talking about Brizy. But the good part of this is that the YouTube will show it exactly when we finish it. You'll be able to see it again instantly or almost instantly. Yeah.
This is an important question, and we don't hide from it. When do you expect to have the media library available in Brizy Cloud? Media library is something that is on the list and is something that starts to be very important as we advance in the development cycle, because as you can see, you're creating all sorts of complex websites, blogging, and as we add more, this media library, my personal and we all know that it needs to come on. It's on the list. We'll have it when do you expect it?
And also on this one, I like to share that when the media library will also maybe include an integration with something like Unsplash, and we're thinking about stuff like this that will be very useful together with the media library, because not only you will be able to upload but search a free license resource like Unsplash or stuff like that. And also maybe in the future we'll have more icons and more options for icons and assets.
Actually, on this type, on this part we have a couple of stock photography websites and lined up. They are basically
maybe even videos, stock videos. Yeah, we're thinking about this, and we'll add it for sure. You guys just need to be a bit patient with our efforts, and as always,
it sounds very funny sometimes when you say a bit patient, and it's
sorry.
2-3 years.
I know people do not have any patience, and most stuff comes
if there is
too late for some people, but yeah.
If there is a silver lining here, Rawson and guys, know that we are experiencing and working with Brizy, because we use Brizy Cloud, we use Brizy WordPress for our websites, for our project. We are experiencing the same issues, and we are working to solve them. The media library is something important for Brizy Cloud, and it will be there for sure. This is no question
and also
about it.
On the just to touch a bit, I'm not sure if there was a question. We're working and very hard on improving the performance of working with the builder, with the global styles and drag and drop and everything. And this is a pet peeve of mine, because I always work with Brizy, and I feel that it can be a bit faster sometimes and do some global stuff. And I'm glad to tell you, I'm proud to say that we've been identified and resolved most of these parts, and it will come in a very soon update. I've seen it work, and it's freaking fast nowadays in the dev builds.
Yeah. So that is not online yet in the production, Bogdan, right?
No, not in production. I've seen it on some dev builds, and it's instant. You press some clicks in there, and everything in the page, the typography, even the colors across your page and your website will be almost instant. Almost instant, depending on your internet speed and then computer speed and stuff like that. But on a fairly old MacBook Pro on my end, it's almost instant.
Look, if it works on your 2011 or 2012.
No, please, it's 2012.
2012. Oh, sorry for that miss. So on very interesting, because I know that when you because Bogdan built our Brizy.io website. Guys, this is built in Brizy Cloud, and I know that
100% no CSS, no nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that we have some pages there, home page, and a couple of other pages that are pretty. They have a big height. They have a lot of blocks there and everything is built with the global colors and typography and everything. And I know that when we try to make changes, even now on the global blocks, on the global typography and colors, it tends to kind of drag a bit until
not anymore. It will
anymore.
be fixed. I promise, guys. I promise this will be fixed. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've tested it, and it's awesome.
Rosen, will we get performance improvements for mobile on Brizy Cloud? Rosen, performance improvements. Yes, you'll get them. You'll get them in the sense that we are always trying to improve desktop, mobile, everything. We are trying to improve. And if you are looking on it, this is like you're looking at a clock. If you're looking at a clock, the time goes really slow. But if you're looking at since when we launched until now, the way we've improved Brizy Cloud and Brizy in general it's up. Help me, Bogdan. Is huge, right? So
I think he's talking about the speed performance on.
That's correct, but I'm feeling that Rosen is talking about that.
My take on it is, you guys should look into competitors, and we are among I think we are among the best on mobile performance. And also you could maybe not display a certain block in a page that drags it down. People usually want tens of carousels and stuff like that, but that drags down the performance on mobile pages especially. And maybe if you want to make it more streamlined and you don't especially need maybe a testimonials down in the footer or something like that, or a video that plays instantly, maybe you can try to hide it a bit and see the score. It's not always what we can do. It's technology is sometimes in the way with stuff like that, and animations and everything that makes a page more complex will drag down the performance. So it's not entirely up to us. That's what I'm trying to say.
This is very interesting, because I think this might be an interesting course for our academy that we're looking to launch soon. That might be an interesting course of related to performance. I feel that sometimes these YouTube influencers, or whatever they are called nowadays, they are maybe not understanding a very important thing. And this is actually, I feel that this is very, very important. I would not take from our responsibility, because we have a responsibility to put all the tools out there and to try to optimize everything down to the pixel with the performance. But if we would look at it as a shared responsibility, this would go way much easier. Because
a great analogy would be like wanting to go as fast as a Ferrari but with a super heavy truck. If you build a super heavy truck with the truck full of heavy stuff, it tends to go slower, and this is the same with pages, mostly when you just put sliders and then heavier stuff like videos and carousels and animations and everything. It tends to drag down the page. So if you're really looking into great performance and speed, maybe make it a bit slimmer. Just look into analytics and some heat maps, and see if that carousel is really needed or not. So just
well, there are some points here to address on our side for sure, but you'll need to consider everything you put on the page as well, right? So for example, there are all sorts of third-party embed codes that requests
like a type form that will look into other other servers and connect to stuff like that, and those embed codes are never good for performance and
embed
for
code,
scores.
iframes, big images. If you upload, if you just put 5 megabytes images there, of course it's impossible to optimize that to a couple of 100 kilobytes, right? YouTube videos. Look, this is something we need to put on a course and to explain everything, how it works, how you can work to optimize it, how you. This is something we need to do on our side, and we'll have a course on optimization for WordPress and for cloud as well. So performance, just to wrap it up, is a shared responsibility between us and you. We need to do our best to optimize everything down to the core. You need to take care of what you put on your pages. Let's see. David, hi guys. Apologize a little late for the show. Not a problem, David. You just go back on YouTube and see everything you've missed. How about an auto backup function per page as well as backend? It would be useful to be able to restore a page either to the same page or to duplicate.
Depends on what version of Brizy we're talking about.
You mean Bogdan, WordPress or Cloud, something like this? Or?
Yeah, because backup in WordPress can be done with third-party plugins.
Yeah, sure. I'm feeling that David is referring for Cloud for some reason. I'm not sure why, but in Cloud right now, we back up everything. This is how it works. We don't have a revision functionality there, so you can how do you call it? You can't time machine it, right? You can't go back in the past right now. But we save everything. If for some reason you delete something by mistake, send us an email. We'll try to.
It's a manual way of restoring your. It's not the user. Accessible. It's not user accessible for you guys. Unfortunately, we're working on that, but we do have backups for your changes and your website. So yeah, it needs to go through support, unfortunately, but it's good enough.
It can be recoverable. It's not.
It can be recoverable. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But in the future, we hope to do it with versioning and then user accessibility and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jeff, I need to build an e-commerce site from scratch. I'm a 7-year savvy with WordPress and 20 years PHP. Great for you, Jeff. This means you understand how everything works very good, which is a great thing. Better to use Brizy WordPress or Cloud. At this point, right today, it's better to use Brizy WordPress because in Brizy Cloud,
it's the only way. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's the only way. In Brizy Cloud, we don't have e-commerce functionality just yet. We'll implement it. We're working on it. It will be Ecvid third-party e-commerce. You will not need an Ecvid account. Everything will happen through Brizy. So,
but Brizy, at this moment, it's WordPress.
Yeah, Brizy WordPress is the way to go right now. Let's see. Would we be able to customize tabs, colors for different tabs, 2 text lines for tabs? We have Sky. We have yes. You will be able. You are able to customize tabs. There are some issues with the tabs with the colors there. I know that they are, and they're on the list. And I'm thinking they will be solved in 2.4 that comes next week. But don't quote me on that just yet because I'm not 100% sure. But it most likely
there have been some improvements to the tabs. I'm not sure what customized tabs exactly means. It's kind of generic, but there have been some improvements to how tabs work.
Mm-hmm. 2 text lines for tabs. This is very interesting. We don't have this right now. Maybe we'll let me just note it down.
It's interesting. Yeah, it might be easy to do. I'm not sure. I don't want to talk too soon, but it might be easy to do.
I've noted down, and I'll discuss it with the guys, with Sergio in particular. Let's see. Oh, I just remembered. Please, Cellcom Techniques really wants this feature. Add reset value button. Yeah, add reset value button on each adjustment in the builders.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Although you could redrag the button element because it comes with the
that's
default
correct.
value.
And I think, Bogdan, for some all the times I use the builder, for some options it's easier to go back to the default. It's easier, but for some options it's a bit harder, and a reset would actually work, right?
Agreed. Yeah.
Maybe for I'm thinking maybe for the filters, image filters, for example, when the default value is not really clear, if it's in the middle at 100% or if it's in the left side at 0. So you get a bit confused and you don't know exactly where to drag it to reset.
Yeah, but, this shouldn't be a problem to add a reset value, but this usually tends to with development of such things is, if we add to the button, should we add to other elements? And it gets into this waterfall of things that, okay, let's add to image, let's add to other icons and stuff like that. So yeah,
I think from the UI and UX perspective, you can't think of anything to add, especially for something that applies to all elements on all I don't know, structures, elements, features. If you don't analyze everything and add a reset for everything, right? So basically it will be something like going through every element and see exactly what needs to be reset, how you put it, where you put it. So it sounds like an easy thing to do, but I'm thinking you will be yeah. But I've already noted down. We'll discuss it.
Let's go through these questions.
Yeah, I will try to explain my issue of screen corners. Email next day is excellent. Send us an email.
Please do, yeah. And also, if we've went past some questions that please send us to hello@brizy.io, and
yeah, let me. I think I have something here that I'll still. This is the email, hello@brizy.io. So send everything, feedback, questions, everything. Send it here. It helps us. Let's see. I think
there's one more in the bottom. Yeah.
At least allow us to upload custom icons, Jay. This is, yeah, sure, Jay. I totally agree. I agree with uploading custom icons. You can do this actually right now. You can upload the SVG.
Workaround via image file, image element, with SVGs. If you have the icon in SVG form, not in .ico, you can do it with SVGs. But I agree, the icon library needs to be addressed, and we'll try to
actually do it. If I'm not mistaken, Bogdan, we've designed
you've actually designed it, and it was looking very nice, and we just put it on the to-do list and never got to it, unfortunately. But we did have some kits for icons to choose from, illustrations, everything that's vector. If you guys know what vector icons are, and it's scalable vector icons and illustrations, all sorts of stuff, and upload your own. It will be very nice, but we just need some time to get to that.
Yeah. I actually remember that I've talked and connected with the one of the founders, and I think it's a co-founder from I can't remember
round icons.
Yeah, exactly, the name of the co-founder. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah,
but I've connected with him, and this is they are very passionate about designing icons, vectors, illustrations. They are called round icons. and we are making a partnership with them to include them in Brizy. So you'll have access to tens of different icon sets and illustrations and things like that. Everything
thousands,
is designed.
basically thousands.
Yeah, tens of thousands actually, and everything is designed. We actually have a reseller or we have a license with them that let us include that in the Brizy builder, but it will take some time to get there. Unfortunately, it's still on the list.
Together with the media library, yeah.
Exactly,
it's there,
exactly.
Media library and icon library will get a rehash and a nice new design.
Guys,
when there's one when will come video tutorials for advanced users.
Yeah, sure. I didn't saw it. It's here at the end. Resorts. When will come video tutorials for advanced users? Complex websites, designs. Until now, the video series always catch only basics and then stops. Let me talk just a bit around this. We started the partnership with Paul from WP Toots, and he created two courses, one-on-one courses that are basically beginner courses that gives us bird's eye view on Brizy WordPress and Brizy Cloud. These courses, the Brizy WordPress one-on-one course is already published on our YouTube channel, and we are currently publishing the Brizy Cloud, the one-on-one course, 3-4 videos at a time at a couple of days intervals. And I think we have for WordPress around 30 videos and for Cloud 49, I think. I'm not sure, but and these two courses will be the first courses that will come in our Brizy Academy that Bogdan actually is working on designing for our website in the next weeks. And from that point on, we'll have these two main bird's eye view courses. And from that point on, the idea is to start something more complex. How to build blogging in Brizy Cloud and Brizy WordPress, how to optimize things, how to work with dynamic content and dynamic data. So we have big plans there. It will take some time until we manage to put everything together and to bring those courses up to speed and to bring them online for you. But the plan is to do it this year. So this is, I hope this satisfies the answer to this question. It will come. We'll basically go through everything Brizy Cloud and WordPress down to the very core of
and also if you guys have any specific requests for videos, it would help us out, because it's always helpful to know what people want to see, what want to learn and stuff like that. So maybe a specific part. We have many videos on our channel, and we've been very surprised to find out that people want to know how to do an anchor link or the jump in the same page through a link. So it might come out of nowhere, stuff like that, a video like that. So please comment or send it to us to just know what you guys want to see in terms of videos, and we'll make it happen.
Let's 1 hour and 42. Actually, I was talking with Bogdan before.
Yeah, it went fast. It went.
Yeah, fast. And we said like 80 minutes maybe, and it's already. Let's end on a high note, and we'll put Nicholas here. Brizy is always the best. Nicholas,
you cherry picked this one.
I actually did, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. We really appreciate your support, and you always being here with questions. Sometimes easy, sometimes questions that push us and a bit harder to answer, which is perfect because it keeps us on our toes. We are developing Brizy to be the best way to get online and the best website builder out there. I thank you a lot for being here, and we plan to do this more often. I really like it. Bogdan, if you have some ending words, please go ahead.
Just stick around because we have some really nice surprises this year. I hope. I hope for this year. Yeah.
I would agree. Good thing that you didn't share too much. So Let's meet together in a next town hall, hopefully very, very soon. We wish you guys, I think it's almost 23:15 here.
It's almost midnight here
almost midnight.
in Bucharest.
We wish you guys a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great
Peace.
yeah.
Cheers.
Bye.